Scientific notation. Try to read this information. The speed of light, the diameter of the solar system, the diameter of a silver atom. It is difficult to read and write very big and very small numbers written in this form. We need another easier form. We need the scientific notation. The scientific notation of a number. Using the scientific notation, we read, the speed of light is 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second, or 300 million meters per second. The diameter of the solar system is 1.18 times 10 to the power 11 kilometers, or 118 billion kilometers. And the diameter of a silver atom is 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 13 kilometers, which is an extremely small length. Expressing a number bigger than 1 in the standard scientific notation. In this example, we will form the standard scientific notation of a big number. The decimal point must be placed after the first non-zero digit from the left. The next digits right to it are counted. The number in the standard notation is 5.812 times 10 power 10. Notice that a positive power expresses a number bigger than 1. Expressing a number less than 1 in a standard scientific notation. In this example, we will form the standard scientific notation of a small number. Move the decimal point just after the first non-zero digit from the left, then count the digits between the old and the new decimal point. The number in the standard notation is 7.2 times 10 power negative 7. Notice that a negative power expresses a number less than 1. The general form of the standard scientific notation. To express a number in the standard scientific notation, write it in the form of the product of two parts. The decimal number whose absolute value is bigger or equal 1 and less than 10, and the number 10 raised to a positive or negative integer power. Some famous powers of 10. 10 to the power 2 equals 100. 10 to the power 3 equals 1,000. 10 to the power 6 equals million. 10 to the power 9 equals billion or milliard. Arranging numbers in the standard scientific notation. Example 1. These numbers are expressed in the standard scientific notation. They increase as the power of 10 increases. And if they have the same power, compare the decimal part. 1 times 10 to the power 2 is the smallest number. 8.35 times 10 to the power 2 is the second. 3.6 times 10 to the power 3 is the third. 5.2 times 10 to the power 5 is the fourth. And finally, 6.08 times 10 to the power 8 is the biggest number. Example 2. These numbers are also expressed in the standard scientific notation. They decrease as the power of 10 decreases. And if they have the same power, compare the decimal part. 8.35 times 10 to the power negative 2 is the biggest number. 1 times 10 to the power negative 2 is the second. 3.6 times 10 to the power 3 is the third. 5.2 times 10 to the power negative 5 is the fourth. And finally, 6.08 times 10 to the power 8 is the smallest number.